Good morning. Welcome to Finding the Calm in the Chaos. I'm Shari, coming to you live this morning for our time to spring into spring. Happy spring, first day of spring. Tell me where you're coming from. What are you most excited about spring today? Being today, it brings in so much new opportunity, a time to reset. And so I thought today I would talk about really time because I hear the struggle so much with so many of us, especially women, trying to balance everything. And so hopefully to help you calm your chaos today. So say hi where you're watching from today. If you're coming from the replay in for the replay, let me know. Did anybody see the Miami girls game last night? Oh my gosh, what an amazing. My daughter is a student at Miami, and so I just happened to be flipping and saw about the last 20 minutes of the game. It was a nail biter, and those girls pulled it off. So yay for So anyway, let's get kicking here for more time in your schedule with spring here. So the first tip is create the space. When I talk about this, I mean taking the time to make a plan. So many of us just jump into the doing part right away. And I talk a lot in my programs about who are you being first. It matters who you're being first, what energy you're bringing into doing what you're doing, but creating the space and scheduling it on your calendar. So that's one of the first things is giving yourself that gift of time to sit down and really create your plan. And that might sound like, oh, Shari, I don't have time to do it. But that's part of the problem is you may be just trying to fly with it and you're feeling very disorganized. But we are creatures of a habit and we like to know predictability or what's coming ahead. So if we can see this on our calendar, so whether that's for you, it's having a day planner, it's having an electronic calendar, maybe you're ready to buy something that can help you organize it. If you're a visual person, realizing that you need to see it every day in your world, maybe it's something that you have a calendar in your house somewhere, or one of those whiteboards that the family can see, or it's posted on the fridge, whatever it is for you. Find what works for you. This is a tool that will help you create more time. So number one is create the space to make your plan. Number two is clear the clutter in your calendar. This is where we do need to look at what are we doing every day that's helping us and what are we doing every day that's slowing us down. And so that may mean for you getting things off your calendar where you're not excited about anymore. Have you committed to something that it's springtime, it's time to open the windows, the doors, clear out the stuff, and the same thing gets to happen with your calendar. If you're intentional about this, you can really start to see how you can create more time for yourself by clearing some of this stuff up. Maybe it's you need to shore some things up. Maybe you've got some loose boundaries there. This is all about setting boundaries and having focus. So those are the two most important things, I think, when it comes to we're talking about time is what is your focus? When you are doing a task, are you focused on that? Or are you distracted and all over the place? And so what are the ways that you can really limit that distraction, whether it's putting your phone away for a while or being focused on just one thing? I have some tips on how to create your brain dump and creating those lists from that. So getting really focused and clear. Sometimes our mind wants to jump. That's what's the problem. We jump from thing to thing. And when we're doing it in our lives and we're not taking control and setting some boundaries, we can be all over the place. So clear the clutter in your calendar. This means taking the intentional time and having a plan. Number three is delegate. What on your list, when you do that brain dump and you make your list, what on that list can someone else do? And what does it take for you to let go of that? Is it a control thing, or is it that a perfection thing? They don't do it the right way. This is the thing. We have created, I could say this personally because it's very real in my world, is especially with our kids, we tend to just jump in and do stuff for them. It's time to relinquish and let go of some of this, and some of the things we need to do in this is delegating and coaching through what are the things to do, how to do it, and how to do it where they can take ownership of it. So when you're delegating stuff, a lot of things, if you do that brain dump and you write everything down of what is it that I have to do, that what's making me feel so chaotic is getting clear at who gets to do that for you. Whether you delegate it to a family member, a friend, ask a friend for some help or someone for help, or hire this out. Your time is valuable. I talk a lot about this with clients who have businesses, is what is the investment in someone else doing this, and what does that free up for you? Does it mean more clients' time for you? Does it mean that you get to have the opportunity to have a little bit of a break and you get to sleep better? There's all kinds of things. So by delegating, you're getting so much more than just something off your plate. You're releasing a lot of things that maybe are these patterns or these things that you've done for a very long time. We all get in that loop, and we have to break it if we want to see things grow in our lives and do the things we want to do. We have to be able to let some things go. So number 4 is be in the energy. Oh my gosh, I can tell you this. After coming back from a week of just really having space and not being distracted by things, I was able to go with my husband who had a conference, but I really was intentional with my time away. And I was mindful of what energy I was in. So I was able to take some walks. I was able to connect with some friends that are here, and some clients, and just be able to be in the energy, noticing your energy and what you're trying to do with your time. They're correlated. So I want to give you the example of I'll give you my own example. I flew in late 2 nights ago, early in the morning, like 1 a.m. And last night I was trying to balance my checkbook, and it just was not happening. My brain could not function. I was exhausted. I was tired from the day, and I took notice, and this is the part where we all get to be better at this, is awareness. It's one of the key pillars in my Nourish with Purpose program, is awareness to what energy you're in. How are you feeling? And what do you need for yourself right now? So you can imagine what I did. I put it away and I went to bed. Finished watching the game and I went to bed. That was something where I was like, I just wasn't in the energy. And then I always ask myself, and I ask clients, what energy do you need to get into? And your energy is going to make all the difference. If you're excited about doing something, or you feel refreshed, rested, you take a walk outside. Nature does this for me. What does it for you? So what energy, you can drop it in the comments. What is the activity that gives you so much energy that after you replenish yourself there, you're able to do that even more efficiently? So it's about efficiency when we talk about energy too. And I don't mean like the grind hustle. I mean maximizing the feeling that you're feeling in order to do and be the person you want to be. And then the last thing, and this kind of goes along with the energy piece, is taking breaks, scheduling rest and fun. So much of our world and so much of our lives are filled with nothing but stress. And if we don't incorporate rest and fun in this, we have no comparison, and our life can feel like we're just on a train going nowhere. So scheduling that rest and fun, and it can look a lot of different ways. It doesn't have to cost money. It's just being able to tap into what is rest and fun for you. So real quickly, those 5 tips, simple tips to create more, kind of spring into more time for your day is 1, create the space. Get serious about making a plan. Sit down, schedule the time to make the plan. Don't just say you're going to do it. Actually, that's one of the first things to do. 2 is clearing the clutter on your calendar. Look at what are the things that are helping you in your calendar, what are dragging you down. This is really about boundaries and focus. Number 3 is delegate. What is on that list that someone else can be doing for you? So this is where you get to let go. What do you need to let go of? Perfection, judgment, criticism, just that it has to be a certain way. The delegation part is delegating. Number 4 is being mindful of the energy that you're in. It makes all the difference how we show up when we are in the right energy for ourselves and for others. And then number 5, schedule rest and fun. It makes all the difference. When we can come back rejuvenated and rested, we can be very intentional and excited about what is it that you want to do and who do you want to be. So that's what I have for you today. What is, drop it in the chat. I see a few of you watching, Amy, Dane, Cindy. Tell me here, what of all those tips are the most helpful for you of something you want to take action on? 1 or 2 of them? Drop it in the chat. I'd love to hear. So remember, the only way you calm your chaos is it starts with you. You have to decide that you want something better, that you're going to be the better version of yourself that you were created to be. So, all right, I'll see you next time. Take care.